Well, hello, world. This is Gabriel de Vega Jr., and I just want to express, I want to expose the filth and corruption in the United States of America. As of, in 1996, I came up with the idea of live stream video while I was studying computer science in the cab, in the taxi in Las Vegas, in between rides. And then I had it work and went out well, and the police in Las Vegas tried to confiscate my laptop computer and all my video equipment. So I became a truck driver to iron out the bugs that I had when I was coming to tower to tower on the live streaming to keep the stream consistent while I was mobile, driving down the highway 75 miles an hour. It was a major breakthrough. It was a major breakthrough for me because I worked hard to do it, and it was a major breakthrough for the world, for humanity. And everybody uses it without a thought, just thinking about, it's no big deal. Everybody does it. But how did it start? I got the patents on it, and I'm the guy that did it. So, once I started moving on this, and, right around the Gulf War time, I started doing the patent process, truck driving, got money, and I was paying lawyers, and then all of a sudden they shut down the country and all this other stuff went to war. It was quite a mess. I was up there in New York when 9/11 happened. And, it's just one thing after another. I'm getting attacked by the white infrastructure of the United States, and it hasn't slowed down at all. I was born Hispanic in the United States, and, I'm like now 60 years old. I can talk about it. But the patents are still good. Today's 2025. We're right around September 2nd or something like that. September 2nd, 2025. Patents expire March 28th, 2027. And I'm still, pedaling uphill on my bicycle, as an analogy of what's going on here with the wind against me. Trying to get it downhill, trying to get to the top, get downhill so that I can ride a little easier, even though if you think about it, 2 patents for live stream video and billions of people are using it. And I've already arrived at the top of the hill. But now that I'm here, they just keep coming. The white racist people. It's this Trump administration. Well, let me give you an example. I started driving a truck course, and I went to Elon Musk's warehouse to pick up some solar panels to deliver somewhere. Get the paperwork, says I'm light. I've already got 20 years under the belt, and all of a sudden I go to the scales, and he overloaded me the wrong way, and I had to move it around. I got fined, and it took me a year to straighten that out. So it financially hurt me. But that was my, that was bumping heads with Elon Musk there on his own property. And, what is it? Why did he unload? Nobody's ever done that before, and I've done thousands and thousands of loads. No one's ever done that. Okay. So next thing I know, fast forward, here we are. I was like, just a few years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, a lot of near misses happen. People, trying to cause accidents while I'm driving the truck. Technology's, ramping up. They can follow me. They know where I'm at. They can hear me sleeping. They can see through walls with all the technology. Next thing I know, next thing I know, they're sabotaging my trucks that I have to drive. And I was like going to the San Diego, not the San Diego, but the California-Nevada border, and they inspected it. And they say, if you would have went up that hill, you would have rolled over. And it was just a truck that another driver dropped off. And I did the visual inspection, didn't see anything wrong with it. He just dropped it off. He didn't see anything wrong with it. But somehow someone went in there and messed with it. And while I was sitting in the yard, I would imagine, and messed it up before I took it out on the road. So, that's really creepy and sneaky. And this is, I think, how Elon works. So I decided, well, I'm not going to be driving these trucks anymore because they're just screwing with me. And then, you got the election going, the first election with Trump and all that stuff. And they're all prejudiced against Mexicans because they're Trump MAGA followers. And it's just like, I'm getting a lot of resistance. So I'd get off the road, and then all of a sudden, I drive out of my residence, just right up the street, and I get slammed from behind. And it was a sports car, and I had an Expedition at the time, and he just slammed into me at 60 miles an hour, ran off. He didn't have any insurance. I grabbed his license before he ran off. But he looks like, he didn't look normal. This guy looked like he came out of Google's back office. You know what I mean? So, I knew it was Google or somebody, maybe Elon. I don't know. 6 months later, I pull out a driver, go to this same spot, drive very little since I parked the truck, try not to stay on the road. And sure enough, they hit me again, right in the same spot. This time this person had a little bit of insurance, but, they were hired. All these people are hired, I'm sure of it. I mean, just looking at who was hitting me and, how they're working and how they're operating in the same spot twice. And I drive very little. I mean, very little compared to what I was doing. I mean, I got like close to 2 million miles as a truck driver, maybe a little bit more. Under my belt in the years I've been driving. So I'm a professional driver. So I'm pretty, clear. So anyway, out of those 2 accidents, I got 2 bulges in my spine. Got a doctor. He verified it. Well, that's why I can't bend down or get up as easily as I used to. And I got, all these, my calves are hurting and everything's freezing up on me. And so I figured, well, I am legitimately, could file for Social Security and disability. And that's what I did. I filed for it. And, I expected, I got thousands of dollars in there. I've been working since I was 14. I was a truck tireman at 14, changing truck drivers in a little town called Las Vegas, New Mexico. And then I went on the website for the Social Security, and they said, shit, they got records of me working at 7-Eleven at 14 in Las Vegas, New Mexico. And I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada, for God's sake. And they didn't get the part where I was driving. I was delivering newspapers at 10 or 12 years old and, 2 years doing that, but they got records of me going back from I was 14. And I got like 50 jobs in there and, I got thousands and thousands of dollars in there. And, all of a sudden I'm applying for my own money, something that belongs to me that I earned and I donated. And they got a lot of my money in there from all my life working. Here I am injured from Elon Musk for being the inventor of live stream video or possibly Trump or the judge that dismissed first patent, not my second. I took Google, Microsoft, Amazon, IBM, all those guys, of course, they got the technology to follow me. I'm not stupid. So all of a sudden today, I opened it up expecting to get they made a decision. I expect the decision to be in my favor. And sure enough, it wasn't. It was not. And I'm not happy about it, folks. I'm not happy about this because, it's getting worse and worse every single day. And, I got 2 more years to where I can apply for regular Social Security. And then at the same time, my patent's expired in 2027. So, all the pieces are fitting together. These guys that hit me, they're like, oh shit. Now we injured him. He's still alive. He's not dead. He's not unconscious. He's not in the hospital. So what does Elon do? I mean, I think it's Elon and combined with the rest of these thugs that got these billions of dollars. So what does Elon do? Elon goes up in Microsoft. They all have the Trump party. We all seen it on TV. They're all gathered up there. And all these people I've had in court are surrounding Trump. And they all know me. Even Trump's got a cease and desist letter. So, I wouldn't be saying anything about this because I knew it was protocol for these billionaires to try to kill me. But when they take my Social Security away, man, I'm pissed. I'm pissed when I need it. And they're the ones that did the injuries. And now I'm still candy. They won't even let me collect Social Security. Son of a bit, my own fucking money. Excuse my French. So, I'm really pissed about this, folks. I'm really pissed that Elon went in there and took over Social Security. And I think the main reason was for me to keep me down, and not make sure I don't get my benefits. They knew I had the money coming before I even knew it. They knew I was going to apply for that before I even knew I was going to apply for it because that's how much technology they got. They know what I'm going to do before I even do it most of the time. So, and when I joined the Coast Guard, they said the FBI knows you better than you know your own self. So they told me that in boot camp. So what's Elon go? He goes in there and takes over the whole government, the FBI, everything. He wants to know everything about me. He wants to know my next move to save me from suing all these son of bitches for billions and billions and billions of dollars for just getting my day in court, which I did have my day in court, but a Trump judge that was appointed by Trump dismissed my first case, but now I got a second patent and take everybody right back to court. And that's what they don't want. I just want my day in court. So they tried killing me with cars. They're trying to take all my money away. They're trying to, make me look like, I don't know, like maybe just slander me to death in any way possible. Ignore me, ignore my patents, and just ignore what's going on. and teaching other people to ignore me, teaching all the news reporters to ignore me and everybody else so they don't have to pay me. So, in my opinion, folks, this is discrimination towards Latinos, towards anybody of color, because the white people want to keep all my money, which I created, and they're living off my money. Even the Social Security's got my money, and they won't let me have my own fucking money when I need it. And I only have 2 years left where I can be of age to collect it anyway. They should have just let it go, man. I'm hurt. I got doctors that showing all this 4 or 5 doctors giving them information saying I'm hurt, and they come out, oh, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Just go somewhere and die. You know, these son of a bitches are motherfuckers. And it's all because of Trump and Elon are in there taking over Social Security. It's obvious what they did, and they did it step by step, planned it. They watch every fucking move I make. And I'm pissed, folks. You should be pissed, too, that you're living in such a shithole country where all these white people that pull out statues from the 1800s that owned slaves, they reinstate these statues because they're proud of being the ones in control of our money that we work for and we put in our own escrow accounts, and they want to take control of it and make sure we don't have any of it, and they want to spend it and make sure we don't get to it. No, folks, you better wake up. This is all bullshit. Period.